Hey, I'm your host, Travis Jerome Montgomery Wilson.
And I'm Karen LeBeau.
And we are A.L.T. Frequency, where we vibe together. Well, good evening, everybody, and welcome to the first Metaphors, Music, and Mimosa. Let's go. Give it up, give it up, give it up. Yes, this is the secondary brainchild of A.L.T. Frequency. We're going to cater this to all our artists, such as singers, musicians, and also authors and poets. This is why we're going to have this platform, the secondary platform, and everything. So I am happy to have my host, Karen LeBeau, here.
Thank
and everything.
you.
Phenomenal. So a little bit about myself. I am a retired diplomatic bodyguard turned photographer and author. Well, world-renowned author, I call myself, all right? Got to give it up to me sometime. I have written over 40 books and published over 39. I have sold within the last 2.5 years just over 26,000 copies of my children's books. That is my passion. Our children are our passion. We are so performed in literary arts for our kids. I just felt that I need to have to do something to close the gap in between because our kids are overlooked in literature. So I'm trying to fill the gap the best I can, and also being one of the few black male authors out there. You know, black male authors are like 0.4% out of the 6%, which is left over for African American females. So male representation is a must. So I'm trying to do my part, and I don't want to hog all the airtime, Mrs. Karen LeBeau.
Yeah, so I am a transplant. I'm originally from New Orleans. I have been here for 20 years, and I'm a retired state civil service employee. I did my time at the penitentiary. I did 32 years.
All right.
But I've been an artist professionally for 17, and since I've retired, my passion is helping creatives of all genres get their stuff together, know what it looks like to be professional, show up ready. So that's my passion. I have 2 artist support groups that happen. One happens the second Thursday at Bossier Arts Council. The other happens the third Tuesday at UNITA Artist Lofts, and they're called Art Talk Tuesday and Brew. But again, they're really support groups, and that's me.
All righty then. Well, since this is the first taping of Metaphors and Music and Mimosas, let's raise our glasses. Let's give it up. Come on. All righty. I drink to that, even though it's non-alcoholic beverage, okay?
We also want to thank our sponsor, which is the Sip House, which the proprietor is Sheikah Sims.
Yay! All right.
And we all love Sip House.
Exactly. And this is what we're all about. We have to support our entrepreneurs, our artists within the community. If we don't do it, who else is going to do it? Because opening up a business, being a black-owned open business, is not sustainable if we do not help each other. That's just the bottom line. So it is a must that we help each other out, especially when you have adult African American women who are going out on a limb, doing things by themselves, being mothers by themselves, and then also being a breadwinner by themselves. So we have to support wherever we can. And I'm proud that we can do that.
Yes.
Proud that we can do that. Well, that being said, it's Happy Nurse Week to all the nurses out there, to all my sisters and my nieces who are nurses. Thank y'all so much for your service, because without you guys, we show up, nothing would happen. Doctors can't do everything. They just make that sure they can't do everything. So we give a big thanks for you guys for standing the gap for us as well. And also to our educators,
yes.
Okay? Let's give it up.
Yes.
Without you guys, where would we be?
Yes.
Where would we be?
Yes.
And also, this is also Mental Health Month. This goes special shout out to all my military brothers and veterans who are suffering from PTSD, depression. We shout out to all you guys. Keep your heads up, and we're together in this, okay? All right. Give a nice, warm welcome to our first artist and author, Mrs. Terri Thrash. All right, let's dive into this, shall we? Terri, tell us a little bit about yourself. Are you Shreveport homegrown?
I am.
Talk to me now. Talk to me.
I'm God's favorite daughter.
Come on
I said
now.
favored, not favorite.
Come on now.
I'm a mother, and I'm also a first-time Mimi.
Okay, congratulations, congratulations.
Thank you. I'm also a fitness instructor.
Okay.
As well as an author, which brings me here today.
Exactly. So glad to have you here. So glad to have you
Thank you so
here.
much for having me.
Well,
I'm
you
excited.
You've always visited my every time I had a show. You've always showed enough kindness and support to come out. So it was only right that I could have you here as the first author on the show for Metaphors, Music, and Mimosas. So thank you so much for participating. And I always thank you so much for showing up for me when I have my events. I appreciate that.
Always.
Well, diving into this book called Evidence, okay? Evidence. Expound on that a little bit for me. What's going on with Evidence? I know that it's kind of salacious from the title because you have the Davenport family and then you have the Whitmores.
Yes.
And then you have a spicy Latina in there to come try to mess up everything. Yes. So expound on that. Come on now.
So Evidence was a vision that God had given me back in 2005.
Okay.
And I didn't know what to do with it really. It's just a vision that flashed before me. I saw a scene and I was like, okay. I didn't know what to do. I wrote the first, I think, 2 chapters of it and put it to the side, wrote it out by hand, put it to the side, and was like, okay, I'll just come back to it because I started college and everything. So I was like, okay, I'll just come back to it. Well, somewhat come back to it. I wasn't sure. But in 2011, God gave me the vision, and he told me to get up, go to the computer, and start writing. And so that's what I did. So I wanted to be obedient. So I wrote Evidence out of obedience. And wrote it 2011, sat down, from vision to vision. Every vision that he gave me, I wrote in that book. And so it's about 2 married couples who go through there for better and will face there for worse. It also deals with domestic violence. You have 2 high school sweethearts who got married. She was a freshman in college. A freshman in high school. He was a senior. And then when they got into college, they got married. And they're going to face their for worse. And it's a matter of faith. If they're going to overcome with faith, or if they're not. So. Okay.
Where did this brainchild come from?
Where did the what?
Did this brainchild come from yours? Where did it come from?
I don't really know. I'm gonna say God first off.
Of course.
First off, and I guess my parents.
Okay. Yeah. Expound a little bit more on it, please. Let's know about something about mom and dad. Come on.
My mom and dad were very encouraging parents, and they encouraged their children to do what God has called them to do. So whatever purpose it is that we are called to, that's what they encouraged us to go into. So.
With your characters, how did you develop your characters?
I actually didn't develop them. I didn't. Like I said, it was a vision. So I wrote that vision scene by scene. Okay. From beginning to end.
Okay. Wow.
So I didn't develop the characters, but they are developed. Yeah. Don't get me wrong. But I didn't write them out and say, okay, he's this, I didn't develop them that way.
So your vision came first, then your thought process started afterwards, basically, what happened.
Yeah, pretty much. Okay.
Kevin, please.
So how did it feel when you completed that book? And you had your first book signing, and that's a.
It felt amazing. So this is when I finished the manuscript. I did print it out, but I didn't know what I was going to do with it. I did not think that I was going to publish it or anything like that. That was like not the forefront of my mind. Mm-hmm. But I handed it to my sister, and my sister looked at it, and it was thick. So she looked at it, and she was like, she flipped through it, and then she read a few pages, and she was like, Terri, this is a book. And I was like, I guess it is. And so she said that, you know what, I'm going to research publishing companies, and we're going to publish this. So, and that's how that happened. Because I had no idea that I was going to do that. Right. I think that, to be honest, if I would have seen like the big picture, I probably would have been like, I don't know if I'm going to do it. So I didn't need to see the big picture.
But piece by piece, it came together. Like, well, that's how it's supposed to happen.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now, you said you're a fitness person. Okay, I need to know what goes on when you have a floor, you have a ceiling, and you have a shiny pole that's in between. Talk to me on that.
The floor is always there for you. That's for sure. No, but I teach fitness to women from all walks of life, and I help them to build strength and encouragement. Strength and confidence through the art of pole fitness.
Okay. So how did you come by that particular avenue?
Again, my sister. So she saw a post on Facebook where someone wanted to do they had classes, and so she was like, I want to take this pole class, and I said, girl, I am not taking no pole class. So I had that, in my mind, like, pole, what is that? No, we're not taking pole. So she went to the pole class, and when she came back, she said, Terri, I had so much fun. It was a good workout. And I said, you know what? I'm going to try it. And so when I tried it, I fell in love with it. So,
What?
yes,
All right.
I fell in love with it. And then the lady who was the owner of that studio, I kind of did some practicing in her studio as well. And so she was like, Terri, have you ever thought about teaching? And I said, no. And so that's how that came about, as far as me helping her teach in her studio. And so then she ended up relocating to, I think, Dallas. And she was out of the pole fitness world, so to speak. And so my sister was like, it was a lot of students that still wanted to come and do pole, but there was no studio. And so they were like, hey, when are y'all going to open up something? And so my sister said, you know what? We're going to open up a pole studio. So she opened up a studio, and I came in, and we've been there. We've been open for over 10 years now.
Wow.
Yes.
So I got a question.
Yes.
How much consistency does it take before someone masters the pole? Like, they need to come 30 minutes 4 times a week. I don't have no upper body strength. How long before I stop sliding down that pole?
It really all depends on the individual.
Okay.
So it's like, depending on your fitness background, age plays a part too sometimes, as far as,
Well, count me out.
No, I'm not saying, I'm saying as far as like how you progress.
Yeah.
So depending on, what background you have, like if you have a dance background or athletic background or anything like that,
course.
they kind of progress a little bit faster. But it's at your own pace, and we encourage your own pace.
Come
Go
on,
take
Karen.
me
You
a
know that's
year.
for you. You know it sound like that's you. I have a question. What are some of the phobias that you brought to your new line of work that you brought into it? That you say,
Well, I know that a lot of which I'm now getting past other people's thoughts. So there is a perspective that they have when it comes to pole fitness.
Right.
So so that was, I think, my hang up with it.
Okay.
But other than that, I didn't have a hang up.
okay.
Yeah.
So how long did it take you to shake it? Not on the pole, but your pole.
It didn't take too long. It didn't take too long. I was like, I'm not really concerned about it, because I saw that it was so much more than what people thought it was.
Okay, so
Yeah.
perception is everything,
Yes.
basically, and you do it seriously and honestly, and put forth a good product, so people wouldn't have any problems with that.
Yes.
And now, do you have any men that come participate?
We've had now we deal with women in our regular group classes, but
Okay.
we do have like private group sessions, and men have come before, and actually military. They were
Okay.
military, and they came with a couple of other young ladies. And
Okay.
they did a private group session. They had so much fun.
It sounds
They were
fun.
like, we didn't know it took all this. Yeah, but they
Would you open it for couples? You think it's a good idea for couples?
Yes.
Both single and married couples?
Yes. Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Because I always thought about, you know what? I need to stay flexible and fit.
Yeah.
Okay, why not try pole? But I'm like, nah, I don't want to go in there. Man going in there looking like a pervert. I'm like, no, thanks.
Just don't wear the heels. You be all right.
Really? That's what we gonna do. That's what we gonna do live. That's what we gonna do. Nah, I know who I'm dealing with now. Okay, no problem. So tell us where you're located at.
Shreve City, Knight Street. So we're located at 3100 Knight Street, Creative Expressions Fitness Studio.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Website, email.
It's www.creativeexpressionsfitness.com.
Okay. And also, what are your next plans for the next book? Your next book.
I'm excited about the next one. It has been challenging, though. A lot of things have transpired in my life since I've written my last book.
Okay.
So, yeah, it's been challenging. I lost both of my parents during that time. So, yeah, it's been challenging, but I'm excited that it is coming, and it is coming this year.
Great. That was around about 2020. You lost your dad.
Yes.
Something like that. I remember.
21, yes.
I remember. Yeah. Now.
21 and 22, I lost my dad.
I remember.
Yeah.
Deacon Thrash. I remember
Yes.
that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Everybody, Terri, Thank you so much for showing up. Thank you so much for representing, and it is a pleasure always to have you. And keep us abreast on what's going on. Do you have any events you're going to, or you're going to pop-ups, anything that you're going to be doing?
I don't have any pop-ups right now that I'm going to be doing, but if they go to our Facebook page, Creative Expressions Fitness Studio, we do have some different things that are going to come up. So, yeah, they can be on the lookout for that.
Okay.
Where can they buy your book?
Oh, Amazon. You can buy it on Amazon. Also from me. So if you find me on Facebook, if you're in the Shreveport-Bossier area, Terri T. Thrash on Facebook, I will deliver your book if you're in the Shreveport-Bossier area, or I can also ship it if necessary.
Now I tell everybody, there's nothing like an author signed book. So you have your locals here.
Yes.
You can buy your stuff here. You can you can get it signed. The signature is everything.
Yes.
The signature is everything. Carolyn, any follow-up question, last name before we get out of here?
No, that takes care of it. I just wanted to know where to get the book.
Okay.
All right. Terri Thrash, you think you might want to become a host one day?
It's possible.
I was waiting for some kind of reaction. My God.
Look,
Come on now.
I have to get past nervousness first.
You're
doing a great job.
All right, all
You're doing
right.
a great job.
Everybody, give it up, Miss Terri Thrash, please.
Thank you.
We'll be right back after the commercial break.
Hey, welcome back. We have Diana Allen with us.
Yes, welcome.
How are you today?
I'm great. How are you?
I am good. So I understand that you went to Southern University, Wiley College,
Yes.
and you're an educator.
I am a first-year educator, 5th grade social studies and science.
Ooh.
All right. Happy Teacher Week. Happy Teacher Week.
Thank you.
And you're also a nurse.
I am a career nurse, 26 years. I'm a registered nurse.
Wow, wonderful. And it's Nurses Week.
It is Nurses Week, yes.
Yeah, double whammy.
Yes.
So I have your book here, Strength and Stillness.
Yes.
Tell me about it.
Oh my goodness. I write books that are inspirational and relatable. And God put me in a space last summer where I went from being continuously busy, always on the go, to a space of time for about a month and a half where I was just still. And it was scary. It was very different. It was challenging, but it was also life-changing.
Okay, tell me about
And
it.
it was during that space of time, that God led me to write this devotional for women, because I feel often as women especially, we're always busy and we're always giving.
Yep.
And we often feel guilty when we're still.
Right.
We
Okay.
feel guilty when we're taking time out for self.
You're right.
We
Yeah.
feel like we're obligated to be doing things for someone else.
Correct. Yeah.
So during that space of time, God sat me down and he taught me and he talked to me, and that's where the devotional is derived from. There is strength in stillness, because it was because of the stillness that I was able to spend that extra space and time talking with God, but more importantly, allowing God to talk to me
Right.
and to pour into me.
Okay.
So,
Yeah, that's when the messages come, when we sit still.
yes.
Now, with that being said, that stillness, was it accompanied by isolation?
Absolutely. And that was the part that was hurtful, sobering, and somewhat at times devastating. There were circumstances, and I felt as though, people I'd held in high esteem and I thought held me in the same regard deserted me.
Oh.
And, but of course, all things work together
Absolutely.
for the
Absolutely.
good. And there's a purpose in, whatever situation we're going through, there's a purpose. And I believe that purpose in time was for me to learn that I don't have to be aligned with certain people
Absolutely.
in certain spaces in order to walk in my God-given purpose.
Exactly. Now that isolation, it took a toll on you. It brought things up that you probably thought were dormant. You thought, why is this coming up now? But I tell everybody, there's a price to pay
Absolutely.
for your stillness. It's not free.
It's not.
None of our revelations are free,
Not at all.
especially when you are concentrating on writing spiritual and inspirational guidance, because you have to be clean in order to produce. You have to be cleansed of everything before you start putting that on paper. And I'm speaking from experience as
That's
well.
true.
So
That's true.
So for you, I know it's very frightening. At one point, you didn't know.
Yes.
I know there came a point where you didn't know how to handle it. Explain that. What got you through?
My faith got me through. I'm laughing a little bit because I have.
That's where you should.
I have this saying that I'm mostly pure.
Okay.
But as you said, you have to go through this process where there has to be a purification, because I'm being used as a vessel, to relate a message from God to God's people. And there is a purification process. So that it's scary. But my faith is what, carried me through that time. I'm definitely a woman of faith. And if I have nothing else, I know without a shadow of a doubt that God is faithful.
Yes.
And he is the source, my continual source for whatever I need, whenever I need. So that is the one thing that I held on to, no matter what it looked like. God, I don't know what we're doing.
Okay.
In fact, just about every day this year, I've got up and said, okay, now, Lord, I don't know what we're doing.
Okay.
But I'm doing it.
So how long did it take you to write this book?
I would say maybe 2 to 3 months.
Okay.
Not
So
a
you
really
said
long time.
You were down for a month and a half, you said. So after you returned back to life and everything, then you had to fit in the time to finish the book.
Yes.
Okay.
I usually write late at night when it's still and quiet.
Well,
Join the club. Join the club.
so this is
Yes.
book number 7.
That's book number 6.
Number 6.
Book number
Okay.
7 came after that one.
All right. So tell us about the other books.
Book number 7. So let's talk about this journey that led to Strength and Stillness, which led me to the classroom. I feel like that was the reason for that space of time and isolation. Teaching is something I've always wanted to do. And of course, as a nurse, teaching is a part of that profession. Anyone who's ever worked with me knows that I love to teach anyway. So some kind of way, I ended up in the classroom. I'm still not quite sure how, but
Okay.
it all happened really, really fast. And I think they caught me while I was vulnerable, but no, it was God's plan. And I ended up in the classroom teaching 5th graders while I was. So let me back up a little bit. I have one fiction book.
Tell your story.
I have one fiction book that the name of that book is The Weight of Words. And it's a fictional book. The main theme of that book is about bullying. And my target audience is tweens, children between the ages of like 10 to 14.
Okay.
I had no idea why I was writing this book, but that's where I was led. I didn't know that 8 to 9 months later, I would be in a classroom teaching tweens. Everything that I wrote in that fictional book is so relatable and on point with what's actually going on with that age group. So one of my students said to me one day, Miss Allen, I read your book, one of my devotionals. I read your book with my mom every day. So the Holy Spirit says to me, why don't you write a devotional that she can relate to?
Okay.
So book number 7 is entitled Becoming Me. It's a 30-day devotional for tweens who are trying to find their way.
Oh, I love that. It's so neat. So is it girl forward or is it for girls and guys?
It's for girls and guys.
Okay.
Okay.
It's for girls and guys.
Now, the revelation of you writing that book and then going to the classroom, how did you feel about that when it came to you? When you were in the moment?
I'm still scared every day. I am. I'm confused every day. No, I'm having a ball. I'm really enjoying it.
Okay.
It's exciting. It's frightening. But I'm going with the flow because I trust God.
Okay.
And I know nothing he does is by accident. God is an intentional God.
Absolutely.
So if he's led me there, that's where I'm supposed to be. That's the door he opened. That's the path he placed me on. I still don't know why.
And
But I'm
sometimes
there.
It's better just not to question. You shouldn't question. You just go ahead, because if you know what he's held you, and what you've been through, and the revelations that he's given you, you can't keep nothing but going forward.
Absolutely.
Going forward.
Sure.
Now, from the point to the classroom to the point of you being still, you was always busy. And that was mostly because you were pulling in other people and not receiving anything. But when you had the revelation being still, what transpired for you with as far as relationships are concerned, family members and church members and whatnot, what relationships were devastated with your revelation? Because I know there was some. It goes without. I know that already.
I spend quite a bit of time alone with God. Because I'm still kind of in that space.
Okay.
And I'm a very busy person anyhow, though, so I spend time with God
Okay.
and my family.
Okay. So understood. Now you have this academy, Entrepreneurship Academy. Expound a little bit on what's that about.
Dynamics Music Academy?
Yes, ma'am.
Dynamics Music Academy is a 501c3 nonprofit music school where dynamic sound meets divine purpose. We were established in order to bring music to the youth who may not otherwise be able to experience the creativity and the discipline of learning instruments.
Okay.
So we offer piano, guitar, drums, bass, and voice. We've been in business a little less than a year.
Okay.
June, I think, will make our 1 year mark.
Well, congratulations.
Congratulations.
Pre-advance. Congratulations.
It's been a blessing. And that's one of the things that I can see as part of God's plan.
Okay.
Because in my previous profession, my previous job role, I'll say it that way, I wouldn't have had time to get Dynamics Music Academy up and off of the ground. So there are sneak peeks, I'd say, of where God is leading.
Okay. What are the age ranges with the kids that you're tutoring, mentoring?
The youngest student that we have right now is 5, and the oldest student that we have is 68.
Wow.
Oh, that's magnificent.
So it's not too late.
It's not too late.
Never too late. That's
I
good.
gave a lesson to that 68-year-old before I came here today.
So what is it that what instrument do you play?
I play piano.
Okay.
Okay.
I've been playing for the Black Baptist Church for 41 years.
Okay.
Congratulations.
Wow.
So what's on the horizon for your nonprofit? What do you have coming up?
Coming up, thank you for asking that question. Today is Give for Good Day.
It sure is.
And of course, you can feel free to donate to Dynamics Music Academy. There is
Okay.
a link on PayPal where you can do that. And also, we have a fundraiser coming up on June the 5th, a seat at the table, which is a fundraising dinner
Okay.
for Dynamics Music Academy.
Okay. We'll make sure we get the information, send it out to our people and everything, and we can see what we can do to make it more successful.
Thank you.
For A.L.T. Frequency. So you have our support, because that's what we're all about.
Well,
Of
thank
course.
you.
And everything. I have another question. Do you also accept kids that are on the spectrum?
I'm so glad you brought that up. You are doing such a wonderful job.
Thank you. Thank you.
We have a program that we are planning to roll out this summer. It's called the Spectrum of Sound.
Okay.
And that's a music enrichment program for children who are on the spectrum.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Wow. And will it be an age group, a cap off, or?
I haven't committed to a cap off yet.
Okay. Okay.
I'll have to, there will be a screening process, before we accept the students because, of course, we have to be able to.
Understood. Facilitate, understood.
But, and I guess in that process, that'll probably determine what that age group would be.
Okay. I got a personal question. Are these piano fingers? It's been a dream of mine to play the piano. But I just like, you know what? Everybody said, you got piano hands, Trevor. I'm like, okay, I'm just asking, I'm just asking.
You're the
expert.
I can see it. I can see it. In Dynamics Music Academy at this time, we're running a special. 3 lessons for $49.
Don't be hyping me. Don't be hyping me up, Miss Diana. Don't be hyping me up like that.
3 lessons for what? 3 lessons for $49.
There you go.
All right. You know what? Yeah, I'm glad I asked that question.
Feel free to visit our website, dynamicsmusicacademy.com, or you can email us at dynamicsmusicacademy@gmail.com.
Please repeat that again, just so we can have that, please.
dynamicsmusicacademy.com, and our email is dynamicsmusicacademy@gmail.com.
All
right. Karen, any more questions for our beloved guest?
No, well, that's your nonprofit. So you, as the author, do you have anything coming up? Any book events?
I will be featured at Artish in June.
Okay.
So I'm excited about that. It'll be my first year as a featured vendor with Artish.
Wonderful.
Okay.
You're going to love the experience.
It's really
I'm
good
excited.
experience. Karen's is the focal point. I was focal point for the last couple of years.
Yes.
Always a great experience to showcase your work, and it's a great platform that Drayton Dunn has put out there along with Victoria Elizabeth and everything. So yeah.
I'm excited.
Okay, great. Well, that is it. Let's give a warm round of applause for Ms. Diana Allen, please. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you so much for having me.
You are so welcome. That being said, everybody, thank you for the first episode of Metaphors, Music, and Mimosas. We are happy to have you out there. We are happy to have you here. To my wonderful host, Miss Karen LeBeau, little French lady over here, we say thank you. Until we meet again,
All right.
we all vibe together.